everybody, welcome back to Eeaassynow's tier list explanation video. So in this clip I'm going to talk you through this month's tier list and why the ENC project team have placed people in their respective tiers. So straight off the bat you will notice Jack Skellington and Mickey Mouse have made the S tier. Absolutely outstanding supports. Not only are they the two strongest healers on the game, Jack has an amazing synergy with Maui. It's just armor all day. He's got the purge, and again, his heal is awesome. Mickey Mouse has his reflective ability, which is unique, and also his elite talent reduces the cooldown of all the team specials by 2 seconds. That's just absolutely insane in its own right. Quick look at the A tier. You will notice Sully is not there anymore, but Frank has dropped down from S purely because he gets outshined by the two we've just mentioned. He is still phenomenal in his own right. The resistances, the root, the heals are outstanding. Belle, since the update, provides a lot of armor on specials, so she has improved. She's not on the level of Mickey and Jack, but still she is a very solid choice. Me personally, I've got her to level 60 and she's still amazing. The rest of this category is still rightfully placed in A tier. Special mention to Judy though. She seems just as good, as if not slightly better than pre-update, even though it looked like she was getting heavily nerfed when really it was just balancing issues. But yeah, she's solid, she's rooting, she's doing just as much damage. She's actually quite insane. So down onto the B category. Some of you eagle-eyed viewers will notice that this has had a mad extension. Yes, there is more Guardians in this. Sully has dropped down. Nobody has moved up into it, apart from Maui. Maui's the only one who's gone from C to B. We also have Elsa and Hades. So, if you've seen my other video, you'll see where we've tested Elsa. Her kit is quite unique. It's very good. You can see that video and check it out for yourself. But we felt she is better than, say, Maleficent and all the ranged in C tier. But without testing further, without getting a 5-star version and probably pumping her up to 50, then we couldn't justify placing her any higher than that. Hades is fun in his own right as well. He has a very nice kit. We feel like he's a better version of Maleficent, easier to use, and he has a lot of burns going on. So we've placed him at B. Again, this could change depending on synergies and obviously more testing, but we feel like B is the best place for him right now. Just to touch on Maui, he has gone up from C to B. The way the game is since the update with the new campaign and some of the motes in the dailies, it seems tailor-made for Maui. A lot of the enemies like to get buffs, so what that does is give Maui extra numbers on his special, which he then generates armor for his team once he uses his special. And if you can get that going quite a lot, especially if you throw Jack Skellington into the mix, then it is a very, very tough team to beat. If you compare that combo together, you'll breeze through a lot of the current content. Again, just to note on Sully, he has been dropped from A down to B. He doesn't seem to be performing as well as he did. He is still a good tank guardian. He's quite offensive. He does decent damage as well. But we feel when it comes to the tanky moments, when you need your tank to really absorb some damage and come in clutch, that we'd still rather choose Oogie and Baymax. Mainly Oogie for the purge, Baymax for the armor and stuns. So yeah, that's the reason for Sully being moved down from A to B. Into the C category, you'll notice Maleficent has made it up from D into C. The reason for this is she is applying those defense down buffs a lot more regular than she was before. Her damage has slightly increased, not massively, but again, what holds her back is those talents. If those talents got reworked and she didn't have to lose HP for them to kick in, or she just had a basic whole new talent kit, then we'd see a better placement for her. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. But at least she's moved up from D to C. We did notice a slight improvement in Merida, but not enough to bump her up to B, as her damage is good and she does a bit of a wound every now and then if you put that talent on, but we feel that the other range guardians in the B category are all still better choices. They have more going on with their kits, and yeah, they're just generally better for us. We've not really found the best way to use Tinkerbell. I mean, she seems like a very solo guardian with what she has going on with her Pixie Dust and the Nova. So we've decided to leave her at C. If you watched my other video when I was just messing around and doing some gameplay, I tested Minnie again. The damage output is low. She relies on those burns quite a lot, and once the burns get going, she can do some mediocre damage. But again, if you was going to choose a melee unit, you would choose pretty much any other melee unit. Genie will stay exactly where he is. Gets outshined by every other tank, and he has to lose HP to get stronger, same as Maleficent. The ENC Projects team are not fans of kits and guardians that have to lose HP to actually do something. That's not the aim of the game. Problem with Baloo is there's too much randomness when it comes to the cargo crates. If there was a way to sort of select which part of it you wanted, then maybe it'd be a bit better. But again, there's much better tanks. Mike, it's awkward. It's an awkward one to use. He doesn't really fit the meta right now. I mean, I could see him being decent later on in the game if they made a couple of new Guardians that maybe supported his kit. His Signet ability is quite wicked, to be honest, but you really need to get that really, really high for him to move out of this D tier. Just to touch on a special mention, the Seafaring Guardians. So that would be Ariel, Captain Hook, Jack Sparrow, Maui, Ursula. Maybe I might have missed one there. I'm not too sure. So yeah, no matter what category you see those guys in, at least work them just a little bit because you will need the Seafaring Guardians for the tower. Same goes for High Tech, which is Baymax, Goofy, Donald, Scrooge, Mike, maybe Sully, and Buzz. So yeah, at least put a bit of resources in so you can progress up the towers. Special mention to Ian and Scar and Baloo, but I'd avoid Baloo. So just Ian and Scar. You will need them for the dungeons as well. So again, just be cautious when you're using this list because you will need a couple that we have rated like on the C tier. So it is worth using some resources in just to make sure you can farm enough for your own needs. When making these lists, we do try to incorporate every part of the game into it as much as possible. So month to month, they do change. Once we discover new things, we'll speak about it, we'll test it out, we'll all verify it, and then we'll present it to the community. As always, if you guys have any more questions or if you want me to explain something in a different way, let me know in the comments section. I hope this helps. As always, guys, take it easy.